Hello, everybody, and welcome to Your Beautiful Life with Jenali. I am Jenali. Happy Wednesday. I just want to make a little bit of a disclaimer right now that I can now be found on Facebook under Your Beautiful Life with Jenali. It's a new page that I'm up and running. So if you want to message me, communicate with me, see the teachings that I have been up to, you can now find me there, and we will update it on the show soon. And another thing that I would like to just kind of go into for just a moment is I have injured my leg. I was having so much fun and I injured my leg. So please bear with me. I might be a little bit off tonight in my energy, but I do have some fun things that I would love to talk about. Um, so when it comes to being a human, right, it can be very challenging and very beautiful at the same time. As humans, we are so sensitive to other people's energy around us. And when we are going through challenges, we often make it a little bit more difficult than it should be because we do absorb other people's energy. We do take on other people's energy. And the challenge is that a lot of us take on other people's energy and we do not know that we have done that. So we're taking on their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, their vibrations, and then we make them our own. And one thing that I've had to learn over my course of working on other people, of reading other people, of just communicating with other people is how to separate my energy from what is mine and what is everybody else's. Now, in the past, really coming into more of my abilities, I would all of a sudden have high anxiety. I would stress a lot. I'd be very highly emotional, sometimes even sick, and just not even know what was wrong with me. So, one of the things I've often had to teach myself, my children, and my clients is how to separate my energy from everybody else's energy that I have come into contact with. Um, so, that's kind of what I'd like to talk to you about today. Okay, perfect. I'm just writing my notes down. We have a caller. I'll take that in just a moment. But going into this, what I'd like to teach you tonight is how to separate your emotions and energy from everybody else's. One of the ways you can tell that you have gathered up other people's energy is a mood flip, right? Have you gone from happy to upset instantaneously? Maybe some high anxiety that just kind of came out of nowhere. You're thinking about things that maybe you shouldn't even be worried about. And also, the other signs could be like muscle tension in your body, headaches, dizziness. And those are a few signs that you have taken on other people's energy and created it to be your own. And that's the first step is like identifying that something is wrong and then being able to separate it. So I'm just going to pause for right there because I do have a caller and I believe I seen it was Ida from Louisiana. Is that what it was?
Yes, ma'am, that's me.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Got a little bit of a leg injury going on, so I'm moving quite a bit, but I'm great. What can I do for you today?
Um, I guess I'm just kind of wanting a reading, possibly, I reckon, a future reading, and I want to know if my deceased girlfriend knew that I generally cared for her and loved her before she passed on, if that's possible.
Will you do me a favor and tell me your full birthday so I can get your energy, please?
Sure, it's November the 13th, 1985.
Uh, okay, I do numerology, and that's how I tune in as soon as I get your birthday. And then, believe it or not, I have to remove my human glasses so I can do readings the spiritual way. What is your girlfriend's
Mhm.
your girlfriend's birthday?
It was July the 14th, 1984.
Okay. And what is her name?
Her name was Tori.
Right. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. I'm just tuning in really quickly. How long has she been passed for now?
A little over a year.
Yeah. Okay. So Well, definitely the first thing I do pick up is a lot of love for you. The other thing that I really pick up on is she definitely had some work to do when she transitioned over. Looked like she had a lot of
Hmm.
heaviness and a lot of anger. Are you aware of that?
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
So
ma'am. Yes,
that's
ma'am. We had
okay.
separated a month before her passing, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now this is how I see things. So if this goes against your belief, please just dismiss anything that does not fit you. But I have been able to see since I was about 3 years old, and from my perspective, um, we a lot of people do go into a healing center, is what I would call it, and we have a lot of work to do sometimes because being a human is hard. And it's like layers,
Hmm.
like removing the layers of the energy and the emotions of being a human. And so that's where I seen that she went to straight away is she's really working on anger, forgiveness, because it looks like she held on to a lot of things in her lifetime. She just packed it on. And when I can see her
Hmm.
for her without all the heavy human. She has a lot of love and she liked to laugh a lot and she's kind of funny. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, yes, of course she sees you for who you are and how much she meant to you and she's also very aware of your situation, your heart and your mind and everything that I guess I would say she put you through and vice versa because they're able to see clearly with the eyes of the other side. And that's part of the healing is how they made you feel and stepping into your shoes. So of course she knows that you love her, that you were there. She knows your challenges, she knows your heart, and she has been around. You might not feel her as strongly just because she is healing, but she's there a lot, and it looks like she tends to show up frequently when you're getting ready for sleep, while you are sleeping. Definitely right before sleep, though. So, are you communicating with her or talking to her right before you go to bed? Is that something you've been doing?
No, ma'am, not really. I hardly ever go to sleep.
Oh, are you having a hard time sleeping right now?
Hmm.
Yeah. How long's that been going on for?
Since right before she passed.
Okay. Is that with trauma? Is that trauma induced? Is that what that is?
I think so. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm just going to tune into that really quickly. Okay. Just I want to help you sleep because sleeping is very important to us. Yeah. Are you aware? Have you ever heard of binaural beats?
I'm sorry. What is that?
It's called binaural beats. It's where you have headphones and this side of your ear will on the headphone will hear a certain pitch or tune. This certain ear is going to hear a different pitch or tune and together the brain makes up a third frequency. And I frequently used to use binaural beats for happiness, for joy, weight loss, okay, things like that, but also for sleep. And having some type of binaural beat or frequency music is going to help to clear out your energy because it looks like you have a lot of anxiety and you just
Hmm.
it's almost like it's more than anxiety, it's almost like a panic. Like if you fall asleep it's like your body kind of panics. Is that what you're experiencing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so being able to calm your nervous system down is going to be the key here for you to sleep. um, Yes, I'm just okay. Where are you located? Louisiana. Do you have you ever heard of like ice bathing or cold plunging or anything like that?
I've heard of that before.
If you could ever do it, please look into it. I know it sounds horrendous, especially if you're from the heat in Louisiana, but being in the
Uh-huh.
cold for up to 2 minutes when you get into cold water, it will rebalance your whole nervous system, clear your mind.
Okay.
It becomes more like a meditation because it's so cold, you can't think of anything but the cold. So you have to breathe. You start breathing in deeply. Everything about sitting in cold water for 2 minutes is going to help rebalance your nervous system and help you to sleep. Um, but she is coming to you while you are sleeping or right before sleep especially. So that is when I would tune in, I would talk to her, tell her everything that you want to tell her, like, there looks like there needs to be some forgiveness on your part too. And but the one thing I need you to know, because she's telling me, is that you're doing much better than you think you are. You're so hard on yourself, and you actually have been doing a better job than you're giving yourself credit for. It's okay to let all the negative go so that you can grow. Um, she is sending a lot of love again because she's saying, I love you. And okay, so she's also saying that she forgives you for all the anything too. And that's part of her healing process. She's lightening the load so she can fully transition over to the other side. So, is there other questions that you might have that I've kind of gone quickly over that you might need some clarification on?
No, ma'am, that's good.
Are you happy or is this sad? Which one is it?
Just a little bit of both.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have other questions that I might be able to help you out with?
No, ma'am, that's it.
Okay. Hey, do me a favor. Tell yourself the most kindest things about yourself because you are doing a great job. And I know it's still difficult and you are still grieving. During the grieving process, our body depletes itself of a micronutrient called selenium. And if you do not have selenium in your system, it's going to make the grieving process harder. So I would definitely recommend some selenium as well as vitamin D3 5, and that's going to help you with your
Mm.
depression and the grieving process as well so that you can overcome this um, and not so much of a heavier way, but making it lighter for yourself. But please be kind to yourself because you're going to get there. If you can do some
Thank you.
healing modalities that I've been talking to you about, I think that you would be bounced out of it. And I would say about 6 months, not that the grief is ever going to fully go away, but to feel more like yourself and be more happy. I see that happening in about 6 months' time, just so you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a great night, okay?
Thank you so much. You too.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you so
welcome.
much.
Okay, I think next we have Suzette from Ontario, Canada.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for picking me for the reading tonight.
You're welcome. What can I help you out with today?
I was wondering if you can look into career for me, if you see a new job coming for me.
Hey, when is your full birthday? If you'll give it to me so I can tune into your energy better, please.
Sure, my full birthday is December 21st, 1973.
Perfect. Thank you. You can probably hear my marker squeaking. I apologize for that. Oh, you got some challenges. Okay. I'm sorry. I do numerology, so I just see the chart really quickly and grab your energy. Um, okay, so I know that you're asking about career, but I do want to go over a few things really quickly because as soon as I gathered your energy, the first thing that came in was like a wave of anxiety and overthinking and overthinking and overthinking. So, is that what you do? You overthink everything?
I do, and lately, yes, I've been doing it a lot until spinning.
Yeah. Okay. So, I have another question for you just because in your energy, let's see, I don't know how to correctly word this, so I apologize, but it's almost like you've experienced a lot throughout your lifetime, especially when you were younger, of people just not being kind to you and more like women not being kind to you. Is that accurate?
Yes, very
Yeah.
accurate.
Okay, because that is something that I'd really want you to clear up um, before you go into a new job. Is almost like it's almost like you're carrying PTSD from women kind of being negative or bullying or betraying you. That there's a vibration that's going with that, and I would really like you to clear this up before you get a new job because a new job is coming. I can definitely see you starting fresh, but it's almost like since you haven't made up your mind of how you want to feel or what you want to do, it's almost like a limiting belief that is fighting up against your conscious mind. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So
So
um I'm just tuning in a little bit more. Bear with me. I injured my leg and every time I move it I get a pain and so it kind of throws me off just a little bit. But um the one thing about you that looks like you're really good at communicating and listening to other people and really communicating with them. Um, are you aware of that you can communicate really well and get people to almost like understand a new direction that they need to go?
yes, especially
Yeah.
with the younger generation, like the teenager years.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Okay. So what did you do previously for work or what are you doing right now?
So previously, I was in accounting and then a stay-at-home mom, and
Okay.
now I'm looking to go back. I'm studying Pilates, but I'm
Yes.
hoping for something. I was thinking of a high school counselor.
Yes. So I would have actually said a therapist or counselor. I don't know where you're at with your degrees or how you guys do things up there in Canada, but something like that, even a life coach of some kind. I can still see you almost being like a team leader and helping people with direction. They're just showing me this image of you with several people in the room and you're the leader and you're giving advice and knowledge and directing people. So that's why I was talking to you about that. When you're talking about the teenagers, though, what I love about that is they need direction. Uh, they need people who understand because so many of the teens are just missing the light. And so I currently, for the last 11 years, have done spiritual hypnosis and I work a lot with teenagers to help rebalance their mind and, bring the light from the other side back in. So, I mean, even different types of nutrition to help them rebalance their brain, it is much needed. And I can see you doing that. So, I definitely would have said a counselor, life coach, or something like that. Um, what do you need in order to become a therapist up there?
Or I'd have to go back to school for
And
sure
is it
because
how
I
many
studied
years is it
accounting.
up
I
there?
didn't study.
I
I
know
haven't looked
it's just
fully into it. I haven't looked into it. I just because I have a teenage son. So then
okay.
I don't know. It just came to my mind.
Yes. Okay. Do me a favor because becoming a therapist might not be the right path per se, but there are a lot of different things that are very similar. Like life coaching is very similar. I myself, where I do hypnosis and had to learn how to communicate with the subconscious mind, I am able to talk to people much like a therapist would and dig in there and ask a bunch of questions. And then I learned a lot of healing modalities. So I'm able to do like EFT tapping, energy work, kinetic shifting, which is like pulling negative energy out of the body and replacing it. There's so many different modalities without needing a college degree per se. So please look into like some type of coaching or something similar, or even inventing a program that would allow people to come in and gather together like some sort of support system because you have an idea coming. I know you do. You just need to clear your mind and your old energy out. Oh, also, they're telling me for you to do some inner child work as well, to go back in and heal your little girl and give her lots of love and become playful again, the same way you would when you were a child. And you're going to start getting more creative ideas. Yeah.
Oh, and how
Yeah.
would I
Have you
clear out
okay, tell me
the
again, what's the
energy?
question? Okay,
How do I clear
the
out the
negative
energy?
energy. Okay, the negative energy from like the people being mean to you, I guess.
Yeah.
So if it were me and I've had that experience before, I'd use lots of different modalities. Um, I do forgiveness work where I literally call on their higher self and imagine them with me in front of me. And I ask for forgiveness or I tell them that I forgive them. I tell them I'm safe enough to let this go. I tell myself that I no longer need that energy. I do different types of EFT tapping to get it out of my body. Um, I do Ho'oponopono. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I do a lot of different modalities to just clear it out. And I would start with those. So again, calling their higher
Okay.
self down, telling them anything that you need to. You know what? You were mean to me. And there must have been a lesson in this for me for patience, forgiveness, tolerance, self esteem. So thank you for the lessons, but I no longer need to carry the hardship. I'm choosing to let that go, right? EFT tapping to get it out of my system. So I'm no longer carrying it anymore. I choose to fully release this to the best of my ability. I choose to let this go. I choose to be as happy as I can. This is no longer a vibration in my system. I mean, whatever comes to your mind, just let it go. And doing the work every day for 2 weeks should really significantly shift. And then when you do that, then I would do the inner child. Sorry, I do this because my little girl sits on my shoulder. So I'm always checking in with her. So I'm tapping my left shoulder and I just talk to my little girl. I want her to feel safe. I want her to know I'm here for her. I play and I invite her to come out and play, and tuning into that childlike energy will then help you to understand what direction you need to go to work with kids and children. Um, and you know what? Just anybody in general, because you're really good at giving them direction and allowing them to feel heard. So, yep, start writing your ideas down because it's going to come to you.
Oh, oh, perfect.
Do you have any other
Great.
questions I can help you with tonight?
Do you see me living at my current house longer than, or maybe 2 years?
Okay, is the question, do I see you living in the current home for longer than 2 years?
Yeah, like, or up to 2 years.
Hmm. Okay. Are you leasing or something? Is that why you're asking this?
No, I bought, but I'm in the middle of a divorce.
Oh, okay. And are you wanting to keep the house? Is that what you're wanting to do?
I do, yes.
Yeah. Um, you know, at this current time, I do not see you staying in that home. But I think that I think it's more or less going to open up new opportunities for you by leaving that place when the time comes. I actually think it's going to open up opportunities. It's like getting rid of the old to come into something fresh. And if you choose to see it like that, like this is ending, you know, negative things or however you want to look at it, and I get to receive new blessings and new opportunities, it'll lighten that up for you. But I do see you moving at this current time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And would it
Try
be less than 2 years?
I see less than 2 years on this current timeline. Now, if you guys make a different decision, it could always change the future, but I see it less than 2 years at this current time. Um, but it's going to be as easy as you allow your mind to make it for you. If that is something that happens and you do move, please make a habit of writing down to the universe everything you do want for your next place and the next new beginnings, because they will provide that for you. Every detail you possibly can think of for your new place, everything that you want, and they will give that to you. That's how I get all my new beginnings with houses and homes. And just make it as easy as possible for you. Don't fight it if the universe says that to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would I have the job by the end of this year?
Yes, I do see you having a job. It might not be the one that we were just
Oh,
talking about with helping the kids, but yeah, you're going to have a job. You're going to be fine. That's going to be good for you.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you have a great night, and I want to hear back from you in a few months or so. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good night. Okay, guys. I only have just a short period of time, but one of the things I'd like you to know is that when we're taking on other people's energy, we're going to flip our mood. So the first thing I do is ask, who have I been around that I've taken on their energy? And that one question, who is wrong with me, helps me to separate the energy. And as soon as I do that, I start to pull out the energy and just release it physically. And that takes it from me. So I get my energy more clear and back to myself. I'm going to talk more about this in the future. Thank you so much. Again, you can watch me on YouTube on Moonstruck TV Wednesdays nights at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. You can find me on Your Beautiful Life with Jenali on Facebook. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you again next Wednesday, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, 10:30 East Coast Time. Take care.